Yo, what's up guys? So in today's video, I'll be showing you the games that actually got me 20 wins in the serial 20 win challenge. I'm going to be showing you like the final few games that got me to it. It's going to be about 6 replays, so moving into our first game against Hound. So what happened was I was getting like very bad matchups with the Egiant Lightning version. So I decided to chuck in EQ, like, and use Archer Queen, Dark Prince and all that. Because one, it does better against Drill, and it does better against all the cannon decks and bait decks. Because I actually lost against that log bait deck so many times using Lightning, so that's just an overall bad matchup, and EQ just kind of shreds cannon. So we're versing Giant Skelly with Drill, which is kind of a bad matchup if I'm being honest. But you can see that because we got Mirror, sorry, it makes it all that much easier. And just so you know, if my commentary is a bit off, it's because I'm a bit tired, because it is 6:20 AM, I haven't slept yet, so I probably won't sleep until tomorrow night, so. So he goes Magic Archer in the back, I just go for an E-Giant on the opposite corner. If he goes Magic Archer on one side, you want to do it on the opposite corner, so because you played it behind his King Tower, you want to play it to the right, and if he plays his Magic Archer to the right, you play your E-Giant behind your King Tower sort of thing. That just makes it so the Magic Archer doesn't line up on your tower, that's all. Since he kind of had to overcommit on that, I knew I was up Elixir, so I just went for E-Giant at the back just to apply pressure, make him overspend a lot, so. I believe I just let those goblins go, yeah, because I had King Tower, so I kind of didn't take much damage, so. I'll just go for a Queen just to apply a bit of pressure and DPS everything down. I wasn't expecting a lot of damage, I just wanted to deny all of his counter push so he couldn't try and go for a drill or something if he had it. So he actually goes for a Golden Knight, so I'll just go for like a Dark Prince. So I go Skellies, then I go Egiant in front of this. Because I know he has to drill in defense, he didn't have a Giant Skellion cycle, so he goes for Eevees in the middle. So what I actually do is I net everything to the opposite lane, so my E-Giant just kinda shreds his tower. And he actually missed his NATO, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think we would have won regardless. So we're just 2x it, because that's just me taking out his tower. I'm too special. I'll just go for E-Giant at the bridge just to make sure no shenanigans happen. And yeah, that was very well played on us. So in our next replay, it's actually against Lava Hound. Lava Hound is a very good matchup, because yes, we only have one air defense, but he can't actually kill my queen, because Fireball Zap doesn't kill my queen, so I was kind of like waiting for a bit, because I was actually trying to API him, like to just know what lava deck he has, and I was able to do it. So you'll see that a lot of these games relies on me APIing them. And what that does, it tells me the deck, so it makes me change up my playstyle a bit depending on what version they have. So if they have Mighty Mana, I'll play more aggressive, but if they've got Barbarians, I'll play a bit more passive. So that's just a good thing to realise. I was going to EQ that because I kind of want to cycle. And then you can see that I got E-Giant as my next card. So I think I just go Queen, and I genuinely think I just get Electro Giant in front. Because you can't actually stop it, that's the thing. So there's the Fireball, and then you'll know what I mean later when my Queen gets so much value because Zap doesn't kill it. He tries to Mighty Miner it and then zap it real quick, but I kind of expected that. And I just abilitied, and that's just pretty much a game. Like, he cannot break through. And he's cry facing for some reason. You can see that I'm actually up a lot of Elixir. So because I was up so much and I had a feeling because everything just died, I'll just go for Egiant. And you can see that cannon fully counters the balloon, because it takes 2 shots to kill the cannon. That's also why cannon is very good right now. And yeah, it's really just pretty much win from here. He goes Tombstone, then you go Skelly Drags. I know they're in the Skelly Drags. And that's just pretty much game. You can see that like we just kind of defend easily. And I go for Egiant because he's in a Tombstone cycle, like he has to cycle to it, so I go Queen for the Hound, and I go Cannon, then I just needed King. Like, it's pretty standard stuff right now. And then we just go Egiant to tank for everything. Give him the good luck. And GG's. That was a pretty simple match. I like just EQ the Tombstone, then go Egiant the bridge when his Tombstone's out of cycle. That's basically the idea of that matchup. So we now next we play against Balloon. So this could be a tough matchup, but he didn't play that well, so the reason why I say it's a tough matchup is because, I mean, EQ doesn't kill a bomb tower. Like, it leaves it like with a bit of HP and it still pulls the E-Giant, so it's a bit rough. And then I actually knew he had Balloon cycle as well, because like I said before, I API'd my opponents. And yeah, that's what you kind of have to do in these challenges. Like, if you want the best chance of getting 20 wins, then pulling up API on like your computer or something is probably the way to go if you have it. So he just gives Balloon opposite. I'm not sure if that was the correct play, but I'll just go Cannon for it. Because like I said before, it fully counters and the Queen actually does help out. So there's no death damage. And yeah, he goes for distraction troops. I was going for ability last second. And because I knew I was up Elixir, I was safe to go for an E-Giant at the back. And he actually went for a minor, so I actually left that, and you'll see why in a second. Now, it's important to take damage, because you want to take damage to deal damage, if that makes sense. So, you can see that he goes for like a bomb tower very far away. But I actually opt to go for Electro Giant in the back. Because by the time the Electro Giant reaches the bridge, he won't have his bomb tower back, because he played it so late. So, as soon as the musketeer locked on, I went for a Dark Prince, and you can see this is pretty much game. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't get bomb tower. He actually had it back in cycle, but you know, but yeah, you can see that we actually took his tower right now, and yeah, it's just 2 times it because we pretty much win from here. Like, there's nothing much you can do. Like, he tries to do desperate plays like by spamming Ice Golem Balloon. So I've checked my cannon just so I can get that activation with no hits, which is good for us. So you see that the Queen kind of like took his whole King Tower. And then I just mirror EQ for the win. Do I BM? Because I feel like I BM in some of these games. No, I don't, okay. So we're up in our next game against this pro. Now I think this guy was using a troll deck, like a meme deck. Because look at what his deck was. So actually kind of hard counter him, but I just thought I'd put it in the video. I was going to 2 times it right now because there's nothing spectacular. Like, just me sacking wall breakers and just going Egiant the bridge. So I was actually kind of nervous this game because I was actually at 18-2 or something. And I was so scared that I was going to lose. I actually BM'd the crap out of him because he actually BM'd one of my mates in my clan, like last season, so here's my wall breakers. I just go for like Dark Prince and I just sack it, and then go Egiant the bridge. That was a alright Dark Goblin. My Ghost guy just cut the bats, and yeah, this should be a good game already. Oh, it is a good game already, so it's just me defending. Like, he's trying his best to like overwhelm me, but it's just not gonna work. Like, there's legit nothing much he can do right now. So He's still gonna keep trying. I don't know why. I guess because he's stream challenge, anything can happen. I could lag out or something. So he just keeps split laning me. Like I'm purposely over defending. So if he gets to a 2-tower situation, that's when it can get scary. So I'm purposely over defending so I can make sure he doesn't take my tower easily. And yeah, that's just game. Nothing much. I said thanks. Yeah, I spammed the thanks because he BM'd my mate before, like I said. So, wait, in our next game against this guy, this guy was not happy, by the way. He BM'd the crap out of me. He was not happy that I won. Now, when I first saw this guy, like, when he used goblins, I thought it was the Viper deck. You know, the one with, like, Xe, Rocket, no NATO. So, but he actually had Tesla, like the old meta, Hog deck. But this is still a good matchup for me, because I can kill his Tesla with my EQ. Which is what I want. Dark Appearance, yeah, for the goblins. I'm just trying to sucker right now. And then you see that as soon as he played his lightning, I actually knew he was Tesla because every hog lightning deck has Tesla in it. Unless you're just like a whack human being. So yeah, I believe he just lightnings this. Yeah, that's when I knew he had Tesla. So I believe I just leak for a bit because I kinda wanna play like super passive. Because it was 18 wins, so I didn't want to play it too aggressive and then just lose on the counter push, so he's also leaking, he's also playing it safe. So I'll just go for the King Tower again. And I believe I go for an Egiant at the back because his hog's out of cycle. That's what I should have done at least. Okay, that was actually kind of a mistake. I probably should have gone Egiant at the back. Just, like I said, because his hog was out of cycle, so he couldn't actually punish me. So yeah. You guys were Valkyrie. I genuinely thought he was gonna lightning that. So I believe his net is back. See, I should have waited on my ability for sure. Yeah, he goes hog. I just go cannon, yeah. And that fully counters. Now this is where I start playing E-Giants at the back. Yeah, this is where I start overwhelming him a lot. So I go like one lane E-Giant, then on the other I just mirror in the back. And this is where he started laughing. Because there's nothing much you can really do, to be honest. I just EQ the Tesla now because it does die underground, which is good for me, so at this point I'm just trying to like split lane him, trying to make him panic on one lane so I can punish him on the other. That's all this thought process was right now, so so since I knew I was up a lot of elixir, I knew I could just go Egiant at the back. Now if he hogged, he would have made me not mirror my E-Giant, but because he didn't, I'm just going to mirror it right now. And this guy was not happy. Yeah, when they spin the CRL emote, that's when you know they're not happy at all. So I just EQ that, because he played it so I couldn't use his tower, but again, I'm just trying to like split lane him right now. And I'll just go for the nether on the E-Giant. And pretty much just rinse and repeat, like I'll just go for E-Giant to tank, and you can just see him laughing at me for no reason. That brings me so much joy when they just laugh at you like that. I played my queen, so I don't think he hit the tower, but he obviously did, so well played to him. Let's get E-Giant to tank, yeah. I'm just playing it super passive right now. There's no need to be aggressive because I've already won. The only way I can lose is if I'm too aggressive, so let's go for the cannon last second, just in case any shenanigans happen with the Xe because of the range and all that. He decides to play it, so yeah, that's pretty much game. And I just BM'd him because why not? And I spammed the Serial emote as well because he was doing it the whole game. give him a bit of a taste of his own medicine, so to speak. So, actually, in our last game against the Spade deck I was talking to you about earlier that I lost to with Lightning. So this matchup is probably my favourite, to be honest, because he doesn't have Dark Goblin, he's got Princess for some reason. He knows why. If he had Dark Goblin, it would have been a lot more, like, annoying to deal with. So, this matchup is good because I've got EQ for his cannon. So yeah, I'm actually so happy I changed decks. Because if I had Lightning, I would have lost at 19 wins, and that would have been so depressing. So I go for Egiant at the back because he wastes his Mighty Miner, and I can just scale use the Mighty Miner in case he uses his ability. Yeah, I got a good trade here because I went for the Queen. I didn't get 3 crown, not 3 crown, she didn't take my tower, so I believe I'll just go for an EQ here. Yeah, I had it ready because I knew his deck. And yeah, that's just basically game. Like, I've got a Queen on one lane, I got Egiant on the other. And I'm up a bit of elixirs, so I actually gave a cannon for his princess, and I was so lucky he targeted the princess first. Because he tried to predict it with the Mighty Mana, as you can see soon. Yeah, there we go. So that was actually kind of huge on my end. So I believe I'll just go for an E-Giant. The bridge, yeah, because his cannon was actually out of cycle. And because his Mighty Mana was out, I actually spammed Dark Prince behind the E-Giant. And yeah, that's just pretty much game right now. There's nothing much he can do. Like, look at his elixir compared to mine, and I'm just gonna take his tower like easily. But I knew that it wasn't over yet, so I didn't give him the good game early. Cause like there is like that odd chance where I just choke it and I just lose completely. So, he goes barrel. I actually thought I had King Tower activated for some reason, so had I known that, I would have activated King Tower just then. But it is what it is, we still end up getting the win. And we're actually just defending right now, like nothing too spectacular. Let's go 2 times it, because the goal's pretty boring, it's just me defending. So, this is basically a game, like you can't do anything right now. I gave him the good luck. And yeah. That's basically it. That's all to the 20 wins. I'm so happy I got it when I did. Because I feel like the later the 20 win challenge goes, the harder it's going to be. So, yeah. If you guys want me to do any more 20 win content, please let me know. Because I've got like other accounts on my phone. So, if you want me to try and get 20 wins to like different decks, maybe with Hoggy Q, maybe with different Egiant variants, then just let me know what you guys want to see in the future. But that's going to be it for today's video. As always, take care guys.